what's up everybody, Sami here. Today, let's do a battery drain test for some of the current flagships on the market. Yesterday, I posted a photo of this on my Twitter, got 0 responses. Guys, show some love. Follow my Twitter if you haven't. But I did get some responses from you guys from the YouTube community. And some of you guys have questions about it. Some of you say they are at a completely different brightness. Well, before the testing, I disabled each phone's auto brightness and adjust each phone to around 50% brightness and around 50% volume. Not only that, I also adjust the refresh rate to 120 Hz. Except for the iPhone though, which I cannot find a switch to enable that 120 Hz. However, the colors for the screen seem not identical. RedMagic and iPhone appear too warm. After one antidote run, I managed to find the settings on RedMagic and turn off. But I must apologize that it seems for the iPhone, I didn't find it. Because I didn't know for that freak iPhone, you have to turn off True Tone. Jesus Christ. Why can't iPhone name it eye protection mode or something? But it is what it is. Next time, I'll be more rigid about it. By the way, I only let the phones run under the benchmark continuously, which seems a little bit illogical to some people. However, in my opinion, this is probably the best way to see how the phone handles in such extreme situations. And I did find some interesting things. Some froze or shut down during the testing process. Some gave warnings but still kept going. Some cut performance in half at the end. Well, some just maintained stability all the way to 0 battery. Now the iPhone is the first one to come with the result. Then we have all the results around 30 minutes. And if you are interested, you can take a note of all the scores here as opposed to the last score before the shutdown. Alright, this is the second antidote run for all the phones. OnePlus 12 is the first one that seems to have some problems. It gives me a warning that the phone is too hot and then it freezes for about 2 minutes before I let it run the test again. And this is the first of many frozen problems for the OnePlus 12. But judging from the thermal imager, it seems that the OnePlus 12 is not the hottest in temperature, but it somehow just cannot handle it. Here are the battery percentages after 28 minutes of running. iPhone 92%, Vivo 91%, S24 Ultra 89%, Oppo 19%, OnePlus 87%, RedMagic 89%, and Xiaomi 89%. It seems there is not a huge difference, but is that true? Let's check it about 1 hour later at 1 hour and 49 minutes. Here we just list the remaining battery percentages on the screen. The difference is becoming really obvious now. Fast forward to around 2 hours and 38 minutes, the RedMagic 9 Pro is the first one to reach below 20%. And without surprise, after its last entry score of 1.08 million, remember how it scored in the first one? 2.14 million. Now it cuts in half at the end and completely shuts off at 3 hours and 20 minutes. How ironic is that? Judging from the official info, the RedMagic 9 Pro has the largest battery capacity, boasting a whopping 6,500 mAh. But it's the first one to run auto battery. I don't know if RedMagic was too aggressive at the beginning to obtain the highest score, or if the cooling fan consumes too much power. What do you guys think about it? Leave your comments below. Now that OnePlus is gone, we have 4 phones that have ended. I just list the scores of the first and last before the turn off. Obviously, Oppo is the most stable one with less than a 350K difference. RedMagic has the biggest performance difference, which is over 1 million. OnePlus is the least stable one with constant freezing issues. Additionally, the battery life should be shorter than this, as I let it take a rest for some minutes when it's not working. Now, we only have 3 phones left. Vivo first reaches 10% remaining power, while the S24 Ultra has 29% and iPhone has 27% left. Judging from the thermal imager, Vivo has the highest temperature, while for the Galaxy and iPhone remaining almost the same from the beginning to now. Now, for Vivo, it has left only 1% remaining battery. Oh my gosh, I just thought it would turn off soon, but guess what? It managed to run another round successfully. That's crazy. Of course, judging from the score, it lowered the performance significantly, but prolonging battery life is the priority for Vivo. When Vivo is about to shut down, it gives you a countdown reminder. I love that. I think every phone should do this. Not like turn off without notice. It's like you're about to be executed, but don't know the exact time, which is extremely disturbing. Just kidding. Vivo then ends after 11 seconds at 4 hours 54 minutes, winning the bronze medal. For the final battle for the championship and the run-up, Samsung shuts down at 5 hours 30 minutes. And finally, what a pity for iPhone, with only 2% left to go to get its 24th Antutu score. But it just shuts down at 5 hours 22 minutes, securing the first place in this extreme battery drain test. So in total, iPhone ran 23 times of Antutu benchmark, while for OnePlus 12 only ran 9 times and it constantly froze. It's fun to see the iPhone 15 Pro Max and S24 Ultra have the least battery capacities on paper, but the two with the longest battery life, and they perform extremely stable without even a single temperature warning, and the score is stable without a huge gap. Oppo is stable as well if you consider the score difference. While for Vivo, it has surprised me. I like how human it is. Like the countdown warning, the last 1% remaining is extremely long, so the users might take the time to find a power bank or something. Anyway, you now have an idea of who is the best, well, who is not that great. Alright, that's the whole battery drain process. Obviously, doing this kind of test is harmful to the phone, and I suggest don't do this because I did. And if you think this video is helpful, it's great, please give me a subscription and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any honest video like this. I really didn't expect this video could take such a long time to shoot, write, and edit. Gosh, this almost killed me. So definitely subscribe, huh? Also, I uploaded the 5-hour uncut version to my second channel. Subscribe if you are interested. And thanks for watching this video. I'm Sami, will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.